Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. You guys, let's wash the new van for the business. Let's do it. All right, you guys, so if you don't know already, I bought an existing detailing product supply business. I will put a link to that video up here. It's where I actually redid the entire inside of the van that you're getting ready to see me wash. Now in this video, I'm going to wash it. We're gonna test some products from one of the companies that I will be carrying. So it's just gonna be snippets of everything that I do. So it's not a really long video because you don't want to sit and watch me wash the whole car and then apply a spray wax or whatever. So we're just gonna do like snippets of each product that I'm trying. But I did promise that in my very first video I made on these products, that when I washed the Dodge Journey, I made videos on a couple of these products, and I told you guys at the time that I wasn't gonna tell you what they were, but I would in the future. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now because that video only came out a few weeks ago. Hopefully this video is not too far behind them. So one of the products I used was a non-acid wheel cleaner. This is what I used on the wheels. This is for wheels and tires. Now we'll tell you, the company that I'm using, I should say that first, Distinctive Details is one of the companies I will be carrying on the truck. This product here works fantastic on tires and wheels. It turns purple. But what I was going to say is we'll tell you that when I became the distributor and I got all my pricing lists and everything like that, this is no longer available under this name. It's going to be under a different name, but I think it's probably about the same thing. I'm not 100% sure. I will buy it and test it for sure. Another product I used was the Nanum 4 Quantum SiO2 detail spray. This is what I used I was kind of testing. I sprayed on the surface and rinsed it down. It worked great. Works great on a dry surface, but it is just a detail spray, not long protection because it's a detail spray, but it's a good way to prevent water spotting after drying or after washing, or just to hit on the car real quick before you go to a car show, or you just want some extra gloss and you want to go out and have a little bit of therapeutic session with your car. Spray it on just like a detail spray and use it like that. This stuff worked fantastic also. And then the soap that I used in that video was Cherry High Suds. This is just their premium car wash soap. This product right here was great. I had no issues with it at all. It just lacked the lubricity just a little bit. Other than that, it cleaned great. The car looked fantastic when it was done, and you don't use a lot. It's 200 to 1 is what you're going to mix it. So that's an ounce for every gallon and a half of water. So it's not too bad at all when it comes to how much product you're going to use. And when you buy it by the gallon like that, you're going to get a lot of car washes out of it. Now in this video here, we're going to be using Distinctive Details products, nothing else. That's all we're going to use in this video. I kind of have them all sitting here so I can show them to you guys really quick. Once again, it's going to be snippets. We're going to try their wash and wax. We're going to try this. Same mixed dilution ratio, 200 to 1. So it's an ounce for every gallon and a half of water. We're going to try the trim and bumper restore on the black plastic trim on the side of the van. You guys will see it's faded. And then we're going to use cheater wax. This is their drying aid, and it's water sheeting. That's what everybody looks for. And one thing I've noticed, they only have a few videos on YouTube. There are few videos that they have on like their ceramic products, on their ceramic paint coating. How about that? It is a sheeter when they spray water on it, no beading at all. And this says it sheets water right off. So what you're going to do, you mix this 15 to 1, so 2 ounces for every 32 ounces, which is what I did in this spray bottle right here, you guys. And what you're going to do is you're going to spray it on the surface while it's wet, and then you're going to rinse it off. That's it. There's no hand application or anything like that. Spray on, rinse off, dry the car. And the last thing we'll be using in this video is Encore, their water-based silicone rubber dressing. It can be used interior or exterior. We're not doing the interior in this video. We're just going to use this on the tires. I have used this, you guys. This stuff is awesome. Can't wait for you guys to see it. And by the way, it is really hot here. It's about 92 degrees and really high humidity right now. So I have to wash it fast. That's one of the reasons I don't want to show you me doing a whole lot. So let's get out. Let's look at the van, show you guys what it looks like. I'll show you snippets once again, using each product individually, and we'll see what it looks like when I get done. All right, you guys, so if you didn't see my first video on this van when we redid the inside, this is a 2008 Dodge Sprinter van, 3500 dually with a 3-liter Mercedes diesel in it. I had to replace the hood. I haven't done anything with this yet. As you can see, there's damage here that was just kind of temporarily fixed, and the headlight's kind of flopping. I got to fix that, but I put a new hood on it because this whole side right here is crushed in. So I got a new hood on it. This is the side we're going to clean because it's out of the sun. That way I can kind of take my time a little bit, but like I said, it's so hot and humid here, everything's going to dry really, really fast. Let me show you. It is filthy, and being white, it's hard to see, but it is filthy. You can really see the dirt here along that edge. And I'm interested in the trim and bumper restorer, what it's going to do on that right there. It is starting to rust. It is a Dodge, so that's normal. It's starting to rust right there. In the back of the van, I don't know what went down here. As you can see, something. Not sure what. Now, I will tell you guys, I'll give you a warning ahead of time. In fact, I'll put a disclaimer right here.
Due to the graphic nature of this video, viewer discretion is advised.
This may upset some people. I will be using a brush on this. This thing has swirls all over it. I'm not worried about putting swirls in it or anything. I just want it clean. I'm not trying to do a paint correction on this huge van. I guess if I ever had time, I might, but I'm really not worried about it. I just want it clean. Because I do plan on putting my logo on the side of the van. So that's what it looks like. Can't show you the top. Obviously, there's some bird poop up there. Don't know how I'm going to clean that yet, but I'll figure it out. So, all right, it's impossible to show you guys me doing this whole van. I just got done doing the top. I did use the wash and wax on top, and I used the cheater wax. My gosh, this cheater wax works awesome. But what I got is I got 2 ounces here in the foam can of wash and wax. I'm going to foam it down, show you guys what the foam looks like, show you me washing a few spots, turn the camera off, get this side done, rinse it with you guys so you can see what the wash and wax does, and then we're going to hit it with the cheater wax. And the cheater wax, like I said, I just use on top. It makes the water sheet right off. It's awesome. So let's see what this does on the side. And this has a 1.2 millimeter tip on it, not a 1.1. Keep that in mind. This is a Trinova foam cannon that Trinova sent to me a long time ago. So I used my big foam cannon so I'd have plenty of soap, and just doing this one side took almost all of it. I probably used too much, but that's normal for me. So check out the foam. This bug ain't liking it too much. It's actually pretty good for a wash and wax. Wash and waxes normally don't foam well. With any type of soap with a protection, does not foam well. It actually foams pretty good. It's just coming right down the surface. So, all right, let's go in. Let's hit it with the brush. I do have you guys kind of far back because that way you can see what I'm doing. Once again, viewer discretion is advised. Because I'm using a brush. Oh, Fab, you can't use brushes, man. You're killing your van. Well, that looks better already just from doing that. Holy smokes. Yeah, this thing has scratches and stuff all over. I'm not worried about it at all. Not even in the slightest am I worried about it. He's got some type of protection on this glass, because this glass is just kind of, oh crap, sheeting the water right off. I think it's been a long time since this thing's been washed. I can tell you the huge difference I'm already seeing in the paint. This soap is slick too. So that's awesome. They also have a ceramic maintenance shampoo that I can't wait to try. That's a Toyota Prius jamming. No, Fab, you can't go to the very bottom. Not until the very end. I may have to change this wash bucket out. Oh, because it's so dirty already. Man, this thing's filthy. Holy cow. All right, let's go ahead and rinse her down. I can tell you most wash and waxes don't really leave protection behind. The wax is actually more for lubrication, but we'll see what it does. So it's sheeting the water very, very slow. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. Let me get it rinsed. A lot of the stuff in the lower rockers is like road tar and stuff that I'm not really worried about. But the paint actually looks really good. Let me show you guys the sheeting of this wash and wax. So it is leaving a protection behind. It's not a major protection, don't get me wrong, but see if I can show you, because this had no protection on it at all. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. Get up close here. But water's going to naturally sheet, especially on a side panel. But as you can see, the way the water's beating, there's definitely protection there. So now I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Keep you guys in my hand. We're going to put the cheater wax on. Show you guys what it looks like. We're going to do the whole entire side of the car. You can see water's running right off of it now as we're doing it. And FYI, these distinctive detail products that I'm using, they all have about the exact same smell. It's more of a janitorial cleaner smell. So don't expect, you know, what you get out of the griots, you know, and companies like that, where they make sure that their products smell really good. I don't know why these smell like this, but there's probably a reason. This might be how they keep them fresh, I don't know. Or they just chose 1 cent for everything, because that's basically what it is. 1 cent. Okay, sprayed it on. Oh man. I'm hoping you guys can see that. And that water sheets right off. This stuff's awesome. I really like this stuff. See that? This is gonna make adding protection so simple. Stupid simple. You can see. Sorry about the shady camera work. I'm trying to do it one-handed. Look at that. That works awesome. And the best thing about it is that you dilute it. That's the best part about it. So I'm gonna finish, guys. All right, you guys, so I just dried this side. I wanna do one side at a time. How awesome it looks now. It really does look good. Little to no effort. And you can see how dirty it was before if you look at the badging. It's pretty bad. Remember all the lines that were going down right here. We have gloss now. It was so simple to dry after using the cheater wax. That stuff is freaking awesome. It reminds me of like McKee's 37 Hydro Blue and Geon, can't think of the name of it, but Wet Coat. That's what it reminds me of, except for this sheets, it doesn't beat at all. All right, you guys, so this is gonna be the best way for me to show you how well the cheater wax works. I'm gonna try my best to look at the screen when I do this. But on this glass, it's really gonna show you. See that water just falls right off. It works so good. Just sheets right off. So hard to see on the white, I know. Look at the trim. See that? See how it sheets it? That's what's doing on that white paint, you guys. That stuff is freaking crazy good. All right, you guys, so we're gonna move on to the trim with the Trim and Bumper Restore. As you can see, this one is really faded, and probably because this is where the gas is, it may have dribbled down, the diesel, I'm sorry, and possibly did that. I'm gonna show you these lines. I put a piece of tape so we can kind of see the difference, like a 50-50. The rest of this doesn't look terrible. Back here, you can see some stuff, especially in this area. This is starting to really fade, but I'm not gonna show you me doing that. I'll show you that once it's done. But all right, get you guys set up for a 50-50. Excuse me. It says to spray it on an applicator, which is what I'm doing, microfiber applicator. And it says it's not to be used on glass, painted surfaces, or clear plastic, obviously. Okay, let's see what it does. Smells like oranges, doesn't it? You can't smell it? This piece right here is probably going to take a few applications, but obviously you want to make sure your plastic is dry. Okay, and it says to allow it to dry. No wiping or anything. That's it. That's all you do. But let's go ahead and remove this tape so we can see a 50-50. Look at that. It's a really good 50-50. Now this piece, like I said, it's going to take probably more than one coat. Well, actually I missed a spot right there. You can see the difference. Hopefully. Look at that 50-50 right there. I thought this actually looked pretty good other than the watermarks coming down it. I thought the black looked pretty good. Well, I was way off. That looks incredible. So yeah, I'm going to finish the whole thing with this. Show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right, you guys, trim is done on the entire van and it looks really good. It does say once it dries, it is water and detergent resistant. That means washing. Let me show you how much I used. Not a lot, as you can see. And there's a lot of trim, as you can see on this van. I did put it on back here where it was wet, just to see what it'd do, and actually didn't do bad of a job at all. Put on the door handles. Trim, mud flaps. This is not a permanent fix, you guys. This is something that's going to probably last a few weeks, be my guess. Be cool if it lasted a month. I don't know until I let it stay on here for a while. Put on the mirrors. Mirrors look nice now. Front bumper, which is actually gray, I believe, not black, but it looks pretty good. But over here, I put 3 coats on that total. Man, ants are bad out here right now. Put 3 coats on that total, looks way better, but look at that. How nice this looks. Now these are scratches. Nothing you can do about that, but the plastic itself looks really good. This is scratches going up here. Looks really good. I almost think, because the mud flat back here is gone, and by the looks of this, I would say this vehicle got a flat and it shredded the tire and it hit all the way around, and that's what wiped out the mud flap. That's my guess. So okay, you guys, the last step for this video is Encore water-based silicone dressing. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I have used this. It works fantastic. It's thick too. It smells really good. But it gives a nice satin finish. Just 1 coat. That's all you need. If you want to make it a little bit glossier, you're going to put a 2nd coat on it. I personally like water-based dressings because they dry to the touch. You don't have to worry about sling. This dressing here, the one time I have used it, it took about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to dry to the touch. It just looks so nice. And no, I'm not going for perfection on this, you guys. This is a work van that's going to get nasty as more and more I drive it. Let me show you what that looks like. How nice that looks. And it just gets better as it cures, as it dries. But that looks so good. The van is done, you guys. I could not be happier. Look how much better this looks than it did before at the beginning of the video. Everything looks incredible. The hood has gloss to it now, as you can see. It ain't perfect, you guys. It's not gonna be. I'm not as anal about my vehicles as most of you guys are. Honestly, I'm not. I like to keep them clean, I'm not real anal about it. But especially when it comes to a work vehicle like this, I just want it to be presentable. That's all I care about. And I would say we established that. It looks very, very good. Gosh, I love that tire shine. The rust bothers me on this, but there's nothing I can do about it. Good gloss on the back. Look at that gloss there. For white, that's amazing. No polishing or nothing. Just a wash and a wax and a cheater wax sprayed on. That's about it. Some trim dressing. Ooh, I missed a spot really bad right there on the trim. Right there. I'll have to go back and get that. Looks great, you guys. Looks really, really good. All right, you guys, so that is going to do it for this video. I'm so happy. The van looks amazing. Now, what I am doing, the whole purpose of me testing these products that I'm selling is I need to know what they do. So if a customer says, hey, what do I want to use for trim restoration? What do I want to use for tire shine? Or what? Because there's multiple tire shines, I can tell you that. And there's several soaps. There's several, a lot of products are kind of the same. Several tire dressings and stuff like that. But so I'm testing everything. But I want to be able to tell them, okay, this is what this does. This is what this does. That's the whole purpose of this. And then if I find a product that I just really don't like, it doesn't seem to work the way I want it to, I'll just cross it off my list and I'll move on to the next one. It's not a big deal. There's always, and I've said this many times in a ton of my videos, there are companies, products that I absolutely love, but there's always a product or two within that company that's like, it's okay, or it's not good at all. Every company has it, so it's not a big deal. All these products in this video work great. The wash and wax, we started out with that. Very high in lubricity, has tons of lubricity. It works good, it cleans good, and as you guys saw, it kind of sheeted a little bit. And once again, a wax inside of a wash typically is for lubrication only and more of a brightener. It's not really going to leave a protection behind that you can depend on, but it worked great. And then the cheater wax, which I put in this Ardex bottle, the cheater wax, oh my gosh, I can't say enough about that stuff. That stuff sheets the water. Everybody asks me all the time, hey Fab, what can we use that sheets the water off the paint? Cheater wax. Don't know how long it's going to last, but at least when you're drying, it's going to make drying a breeze, because it made a drying breeze on this humongous van. And then what I used from there, trim and bumper restore, which I used like hardly any on all that. This stuff worked fantastic. It self-leveled. I didn't have to worry about having any type of streaks or anything like that, because I see none other than a spot that I missed. So that works fantastic also. And then the last but not least, Encore. This stuff is an awesome tire dressing. Now there's more that I'm going to try from them. I'm hoping they're just as good. But this Encore, now I know when somebody asks me, what's a good water-based dressing that leaves a nice satin finish, I'll be able to say, pick yourself up a bottle of Encore. So yeah, I'm excited, you guys, about this whole business venture. The point of these videos is just to show you me trying these products, not trying to sell you anything. So please don't think it's like that, because I don't even have a website yet. But I'm testing the products out, and I have a lot more tests you guys saw in my first video where I showed the van. There's tons of product in my garage that I need to go through and test. So plan on seeing videos like this here in the future, you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.